Hello there guys and welcome back to the Simpsons Hit and Run. It is TIJ, and can I just apologise before we start for my neglect really and inactivity when it comes to this series. Now it's probably been about 8 or 9 days since the last video, maybe a bit less than that, but I'm sure it's been a long time. It's certainly been quite a while since I've played this game, and basically really my only excuse is that sort of, you probably know with some games, that even how good the Simpsons Hit and Run is, you just get with some games that basically you get a little bit, not necessarily bored of them, but you have to go through stages with games. You'll play one game for 24 hours one day and then not play it for 2 weeks. That's kind of the sort of thing I went through, and I realised I kind of neglected this game, so I had to come back to it. And obviously, if you didn't see the last episode, let's just get straight into it. Let's ignore all this blah-de-blah, you know, YouTube motivation stuff. All I can really say is I'm sorry for my inactivity when it comes to Simpsons Hit and Run. So, last time we were with Lisa, the level 3, this is the start of level 4 now, and basically we found Bart after he was took by some aliens, after helping Frink in level 2, and basically he's a little bit messed up, so without further ado, let's speak to him now and see if he's any better.
Bart, what's causing your ooga booga talk? My special little guy's noogle has turned to goo-goo. The whole town's gone nuts. Security cameras, mysterious vans, crop circles. There's got to be a connection. Maybe the police know something.
Right, so we've got to go and find Chief Wiggum and collect donuts for him before time runs out. Probably for him to tell us in return what the hell is going on with all these surveillance units. Bart isn't any better, as you can see. Oh, lovely, we're back. For the first time since level 1, back to our hometown, I guess. Oh, let's get in our car and follow the police to the Lad's Donut Shop. So we're going to take this shortcut here. Wow, this is the first time playing this game for a while, and the resolution is not good at all. I'll tell you that now. It is on HDMI, but I think it's just, I've just literally watched the end of the Tour de France on this TV, stage 5 if you're wondering. It was the one, if you do watch the Tour de France, if not then just ignore me for about 10 seconds. But Chris Froome has just took the yellow jersey, so that's all good. And yeah, Chris Froome took the yellow jersey, and oh yeah, Chief Wiggum didn't appear then. But yeah, Chris Froome's in the lead of the Tour de France. In other news, here's Chief Wiggum with his donuts.
Chief Wiggum, I need you to find out what happened to Bart. Could you show me where the crop circle is? There's got to be a clue to curing Bart.
Ah, that's cute. I'd love to help, but I got sugar withdrawal real bad. The donut store is closed, and I got a monkey on my back screaming for Cruller. Oh, he's screaming.
So we've got to get all the we've got to hit the donut the donut truck, and collect all the donuts. So this is all for Chief Wiggum. We've got one there. He has turned again, and this is appalling driving by the delivery driver of Lad Donuts. And if you remember, it was either last episode or the episode before, I can't quite remember which one it was now. But we had to get some of the meat from Cletus's truck, and that took quite a few goes, and it's seeming that we're not doing very well here either. But we are 30 seconds in, and we've got 3 donuts, so technically we should, on mathematics and on averages and statistics and all that sort of stuff, we should be able to do it. The most obvious statistic we can get, if we get 5 by the time that timer hits 1 minute exactly, we should be able to get another 5 in the next minute. But there you go. What way is he going to go? He's going to go the long way round. Let's give him a nice little light tap. Oh dear. Oh good, we got the donuts. Luckily I didn't think we were going to get it there. But we have got 5 before that minute runs out. We have now got 6. There's another one dropped because I think it just crashed into the wall. Can't see it. There we go. There it is. We've got 50 seconds to go, and surely now we should be able to get this other Lad donut. Now, basically, this is sort of not necessarily this level, but the next level is where I started to struggle with this game because some of the missions were very hard. Luckily, on camera, I shouldn't mess them up. And at the end of the day, this Let's Play is all about finishing the Let's Play. So fingers crossed. We can't do it. That was enough of a tap, surely, to make him drop a donut now. Don't quite think. There aren't any rules, really, for donut dropping, I guess. But there we go. That's the 10th donut dropped. We've got to drive back to Lads. Do a little bit of an 180 turn. Lovely stuff there from Marge in the family car. The second family car, obviously, on this game. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You'll probably be able to do that in the comments. I'm not exactly going to get a voice in my ear now, but correct me if I'm wrong. I think the next level is with a poo. And then level 6 is with Bart, I think. Or it might be the other way around. It's definitely a poo features in one of the next two, because Homer's in the last one. Homer is in the last level, I'm sure. I'm sure Homer is the last level. Well, sorry, Willy. Ah, no. If Matt212 is watching, there you go. That's your impression of Willy. No. In all seriousness now, we've got 23 seconds to get back to Lard, lads. Not really much else to discuss, really. Just feels weird playing this game after, what, 8-9 days out, and as I said earlier, the resolution is a little bit shoddy, but we're back here, so let's have another chat to Chief Wiggum and I'm sure he will thank us very much for all those donuts we've got him.
Boy, for a busybody housewife, you sure get results. That crop circle's at Cletus's shack. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a truck full of donuts to eat. I'm gonna need a lot of coffee.
So that's the mission complete. That's the first mission. I don't quite know what that dance is, but that's the first mission of level 4 done. Now, it should give us some more instructions of where to drive next, and just in time after I said that, we've got to drive to Cletus's house. So yeah, there's the quickie mart in which all the game started, of course. Oh, that was a bad crash. That was definitely my fault. No, the truck wasn't at fault there. But we've got to drive to Cletus's house, which I believe is quite a fair way away. So I'll just skip to the cutscene where we have a little chat to Cletus about whatever the hell he wants to talk about.
Excuse me?
I don't care if you is from New York. You ain't taking pictures of our decrepitude for no magazine, no way.
No, Cletus, it's me, Marge. Marge!
So Cletus doesn't know who anybody is. Apparently we're from New York, so there we go. So we've got to follow Cletus, and instead of actually hitting him, what the hell's going on with this child? I've got no idea. But we're going to kind of run him over. Oh, whoopsie daisy. We just got to follow his truck and collect his stuff, which he'll drop, rather than us having to hit him to drop it. But it would help if we actually drove decently to be able to keep up with him. It's not the best car. I can't think what this one's called. I know obviously Homer's is the family sedan, Bart's the honor roller, and Lisa has the Malibu Stacy car. I have no idea though which this is called, but I'm sure if we go to a police box and police booth we'll be able to learn that. But that wasn't a very good driving, was it? In fact, pretty much he just brake tested me on the topic of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix in real life, but let's not discuss that anymore because that's been way over discussed. But there we go. For those of you who aren't F1 fans, just ignore me and ignore my little dialogues whilst we do this series, because sometimes it is tricky to talk about the nuclear power plant without talking about F1, obviously. But if we want to talk about power plants and nuclear energy and science and governments and Theresa May and Jeremy, well, let's not talk about that either, because that could reveal a whole host of problems with this channel that might include 1 or 2 or maybe 20,000 dislikes perhaps, but there we go. So we've got 5 out of the 7 items that Cletus has dropped now. Oh, he's gone over there. Do not drop an item while you're going over there, please. We've fixed our car, which actually isn't that good. I probably can't tell the difference now, it's been fixed anyway. But we're going to take a little shortcut there. Come on, Cletus, just drop some stuff and this mission can be out the way. But, yeah. I was watching something last night I think you guys would like. If you're watching The Simpsons Hit and Run, well, actually, not really if you like The Simpsons Hit and Run, but basically my friend Brad, who do his Viber Racing on YouTube, he does speedruns of several things. Mission complete, brill. He does speedruns of several things. I don't really have the time to watch a 3.5 hour speedrun, but at the same time, I had enough time last night to watch his half an hour speedrun of a challenging Conor McRae rally. And I enjoyed that, but I believe he's also done a speedrun of this game. I can't remember how quick it was or how slow it was. I'm sure it was quite quick. But speedrunning is something I wouldn't be able to do because I talk too much, I guess, and don't skip these cutscenes.
You've got to help me. I have to find out what happened to my baby boy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you was a city slicker. But I ain't telling you nothing less than you help us with the harvest.
Harvest? If I'm going to be doing yard work, I better change, or my next mission will be to get mud stains out of green rayon.
So, don't let your clothes dirty. We've got to purchase inmate clothes from the Quickie Mart, which is 300 coins. Oh, Jesus Christ. Right, we need to go on a coin hunt. This is why you can't really do a speedrun of this game unless you get a few cheats activated. I don't wish to activate any cheats because what's the point of doing that, let's be fair. Just going to get a few coins from here, why not? There we go, we're on the top of the lard, lad. Now, I'm probably going to drop... Is there a Buzz Cola card up there? There probably is now. Let's just drop up here. It has no implications on our health whatsoever. You can't actually die in this game. But right, we're going to have to have a little drive around, I guess. And rip up the coins possible to get 300 coins. We should be able to get some of those by breaking into this Buzz Cola booth, if you want to call it that. But we're still 129 away from that 300 coins. So if you want to donate on Patreon whilst we wait for me to get that amount of coins, I'm sure that'd be much appreciated. So guys, it's actually now 2 days later, believe it or not. We're on Friday. I think I recorded the first part of this session, if you like, on Wednesday. It might have even been Tuesday. I'm pretty sure it was Wednesday though. And basically we've got the finances now. We've just bought the inmates' clothes and we've still got 278 points and coins. Sorry, not points, coins. And basically really oh, we're back to Cletus now. Right, we've just got to get in the vehicle and get on with this mission because obviously these are the disguised clothes. Right, let's go over here then. Right, ketchup logic. So help Cletus harvest ketchup packets for the winter. Don't let time run out. So basically what I did, I just got loads of WASP cameras and I thought, well, you didn't really want to see that on camera. So I didn't actually record any of that. So it's not necessarily like I've skipped it out. It's just the fact that I didn't actually record it on camera. So we've got to get 18 of these packets before the time runs out. So I've got to be quite diligent and concentrate because as you can probably tell, the time limits are quite short for these sorts of missions. So I'll be out of touch with this game again because obviously I haven't played it for a few days. But I do really regret not getting this game out to you guys in the last few weeks. Yeah, that's another one, bro. It's just, I guess, you go for it, as I said before. Whoa, turn around and get that one. I guess it's kind of what I said before about games, isn't it? You know, you do go off games a little bit. I did try to keep this out every 2 days in accordance with Motorsport Manager. And actually, if I'd have probably kept this coming out, I'd probably have finished the game or been near to it by now. Well, that's I suppose the way it goes. I reckon that this Let's Play, this will probably be part 7 or part 8 if I've skipped and got to the second part of this recording session. And I reckon that overall it should be 14 or 15 parts, maybe even less if I can... Oh, you're joking, we bloody missed one. Right, I think that's probably the mission failed then if we've... That's a solid 10 seconds we've lost there. Where is it? Hello? Where is it? Oh my god, right, I'm going to have to restart this mission in a minute. I just want to confirm where this... I think I know where it is. It's on the... oh, it's on the climb here. Right, okay, I'm going to have to restart this mission. I will just get back to you folks when we get to where we were before, because there's no point in you watching what we've already done again. So I'll be back in just a second. Right, so we're pretty much back to where we were now. Right, yeah, we are definitely, but we've gained a lot of time because we knew where they all were up to now. So we've got to make sure we recognise where the rest of them are. And I think I was discussing speedruns earlier in this video. Obviously, it's been a few days now. But I think what speedrunners would definitely have to know is obviously where all of these things are. Because if you don't, then it loses your time. And in a speedrun, every second is valuable, unlike what we've done there. So we've pretty much lost a few seconds. And because it's just a pain in the bottom, this game, to be nice, sometimes it's decided to turn us around the wrong way. We've got 2 to get actually now. I thought it was 3, but it's 2. We've got 2 to get in 22 seconds. Oh, let's just get in the power plant again. The power plant does feature quite a lot. Oh, you're joking me. Ah, crap, 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 crap. Turn it round, turn it round, turn it round. We're not going to do it, are we? We're not going to do it. Come on. I know what. I've got to go over the jump, basically. Oh, we're not going to do it, are we? 3, 2... Goodness sake. Right, okay. That didn't go very well, did it? I think I've failed a lot of these missions purely because I've not... You know, I admit it, I haven't played this... I've obviously played some of this game before, but I've never finished it. And, the long-term memory doesn't really seem to store where all the ketchup packets are. I don't know about you, but, well, there we go. You've obviously seen enough of this mission now. There's no real point, really, taking up video time by seeing me fail it once again. But hopefully you are enjoying this series if you're new to this series. I've got a playlist that hopefully will be on the channel if you just go on my channel. There's 7 videos already, or maybe even 8, so if you're like me on your summer holidays and you haven't really got much to do, I presume the videos will be, what, maybe 2 hours, perhaps, maybe even less than that. But basically all the episodes are about 15 minutes long, or 20 minutes, depending on how many missions we get done. I try to keep length to a minimum, just so you guys don't get bored. That's kind of the idea of all my videos, really. I try to keep length to a minimum and show all the action, you know, in the minimum time possible. A, because I can upload it quicker, and B, obviously the most important thing is that you guys enjoy it in the minimum time possible, because I know that you guys all have lives a little bit like me. Well, I say that, I haven't really had much of a life these last few weeks, because I've had bugger all to do really in the last few weeks, but enough about me. I just realised I wasn't going to show you this mission again. I did say, well, I don't want to show you this mission again, but oh well, I have showed it to you again, so add 2 minutes onto this video, I guess. So we've got 44 seconds now to get these 2, and obviously, if you, as I said about speedruns earlier, if you know where things are, it does help quite a lot, as in, you can turn around here, build up a bit of speed. We're going to do it anyway. No, we're going to try it again. We haven't got enough speed, basically, to get over there, but we have got time in reserve. I do say that, but probably haven't. We've got 22 seconds left. Sorry, mate. Let's turn it round. Got 15 seconds to do it. We're actually under quite a bit of risk now, and if we don't do it, that's simply my fault. But we've got quite a bit of speed, and we've got to drive back to the Cletus house, which in 40 seconds, is that really for, oh Christ, we've got to get away from the black sedan. Did I just say Zidane? Well, I'll tell you what, there's not a car being made, to my knowledge, that's against the football player and named after the football player. It's getting a bit closer than this black sedan is now. We've got to basically get rid of that red line, so we should be able to do that quite easily now. Come around this cut. We just got to maintain as much speed as possible and cut a few corners, unlike that. Christ, I'm driving into everyone. Oh, come on, that black line's gone. Wait, sorry, the red line, it wasn't the black line, that's a lie. There's no time limit now, we just got to drive back to the Cletus house, which is just here, in probably some return for some information.
My grandpappy done seen one of them corn drawings once, but he's with Allah now. You mightn't should ask some other old folks about it. Maybe try around the graveyard.
Thanks, Cletus.
'Twarn't nothing.
Basically, thanks Cletus for nothing. So that's I think that's mission 3 done of this level. The inmate clothes don't look that brilliant, but why not? We may as well just stick with them for this level now. So we've got to drive to the cemetery. So I'll see you when we get to the cemetery in whatever car we pick. I reckon we're going to go for the Cayennero, which we are going to go for. So that's the name of Marge's car, by the way. I couldn't think of it earlier. But let's drive to the cemetery.